What happens when you have a graveyard, but the letter G rots away? Well, you end up with a raveyard. Anyway, happy Halloween, everybody. This is an older upload that I had pre-recorded on my desktop, and I'm just going to throw it up today because I'm actually having to leave for a little Halloween get-together in a few minutes. So I didn't really have any time to narrate something specifically for this day, so I just used some backdated content. Hope you guys enjoy this one nonetheless. That's why the abrupt intro is going to happen in about 3, 2, 1. But yeah, hope you enjoy this one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Wifier here. I have an ORAS OU game for you today once again. Mega Salamence team. I finally actually updated it and got rid of the Ulf, the offensive life orb Ferrothorn, because it was just shit. And I put on a offensive life orb defogging Latios. HP Fire. I have two things with HP Fire on this team, because I'm really not a fan of Ferrothorn when you have Rotom, and you have Sylveon, and you have obviously Salamence himself. As for this team, I don't think it's that good. I threw it together in about 2 minutes with Mega Mence. I just wanted to try out Mega Mence before it gets inevitably banned. I think I've already said this all before, but Mega Mence is honestly one of the most broken things I've ever had a chance to use. I never really got to use Mega Kanga, so I'm enjoying my time using Mega Mence while everyone else is avoiding it like the plague because they're like, man, if you use Mega Mence, you don't have a penis. And I'm like, damn, I'll embrace it. I don't care. I really enjoy the Mon. It looks fun. Got me back into Mons. Whatevs, man. Regardless, looking at the opponent's team, he actually has a team that looks very similar to the ones that Gumi and Queen were testing earlier in this very day that I'm narrating this battle. Like Low Punny Goth. On top of that, he has his own defogger. He also is very well equipped to take on Mega Salamence. If you take a look, he not only has Mammothline, which we later learned to have Icicle Spear, but he also has a Rotom and a Ferrothorn, and just in general, he has plenty of options. Anyway, regardless, I'm just going to get into the battle here. Leading off, we're both going to lead off with Rotom Wash because Rotom Wash is just the ultimate lead Pokemon. I run a lot of speed to outspeed other Landos, so I am generally faster than most Rotom Washes, and I'm just going to be able to Volt Switch off, get a decent amount of damage, and head out into my Latios. He goes right out to Pharaoh. I get 80%. See how close this Ferrothorn is to dying? Remember it, because it's not going to be like this for very long. He's already back up to 40. This is just reminiscent of Ferrothorns of fucking Gen 5, man. They'd be at like 20% one turn, and then in the very next turn you'd look and they'd are like 55, 60%. You're just wondering how that happened. Anyway, I go with the Greninja. Unfortunately, apparently it was a bit too obvious that I brought it in for HP Fire. And I end up going for HP Fire on the Rotom Wash switch, as he just Volt Switches out. That HP Fire on the Rotom Wash switch is a very common play, and you'll see that a lot. Regardless, he's going to go for Rocks with his Mammothline. A little bit upsetting. Finally got Rocks on the field. I'm just going to go for a burn. Look at his team. What wants to take a burn? Absolutely nothing. So, Rotom's in. I'm just going to Volt Switch out. I'm actually not going to Volt Switch out. For some reason, I double out. I hard switch. I guess predicting Mammo? I'm not sure. But regardless, Goth is going to come in, and I thought I was fucked. I just clicked Hyper Voice because I assumed he was going to be Trick Scarf, Calm Mind, Rest, that really annoying set. But no, he tricked me as Specs, and I did 80% to him. And then he's like, oh shit, I don't want him to be Specs, so he takes it back, and then just, I don't know what that play was. It made me laugh though. Specs Sylveon, no special attack investment, pretty powerful mon. At this point, Ferrothorn's gonna go for Leech Seed on the switch, and I'm gonna go to Rotom first, and then try to, because I knew he was gonna go for a Seed on the first turn in, and then a Protect, so I wanted Latios in without Seed on it, so that I could blow away the rocks and hopefully get them off the field for good. Maybe pressure later. Regardless, should have won for HP Fire there, but hindsight, man. Hindsight. Anyway, I'm going to go into Greninja once again, and once again, HP Fire on the Rotom Wash switch. Not exactly the most unobvious of plays. At this point, I'm going to go for Ice Beam, just in case he wants to go for Volt Switch. Unfortunately, he's just going to Pain Split. It's a good play by him. No matter what I really went into, he's going to get a lot of HP back. At this point, I want this Rotom dead, because it's just an annoying piece of shit. Rotom burns stuff, Pain Split stuff, Volt Switches around, keeps the momentum. Fuck you, Rotom. So, I'm going to make sure it dies. I die from 13% from burn. Thank you very much, Showdown. And at this point, I go with the Mence, because I want the Intimidate off on whatever he brings in. Unfortunately, it's Low Punny, don't want to take an Ice Punch. Look at this double Intimidate action going on. Easiest Ice Punch chew of my life, but then I get frozen. And then he shows Power Up Punch. And obviously I could switch directly back into Salamence on any of these turns, but I was scared to do it in case he wanted to reveal the Ice Punch and just whip it back out of the bag, and I basically let him get back up to neutral, and then he kills me. Just upsetting. I wanted Rocks up, because residual is residual. whether it's against a resisted rock hit or what. He's going to go for high jump kick on my Rotom Wash. The thing that he miscalculates here is that Lopunny is not a Mega Salamence. Lopunny is not a stupidly overpowered wall breaker of I kill everything in sight. Lopunny is I'm just a good Mon. And as you can see, well, first off, it does absolutely fucking nothing to Salamence, which I found really funny. But I'm going to go double out into my Sylveon, as he unfortunately is able to get the rocks back up on the field. Now, at this point, I'm just going to throw a Wish in the air and try to pass that out to my Rotom Wash, because it's going to be pretty low, and I definitely want my Rotom healthy later in the game for the Mamoswine. At this point, I'm pretty sure Sylveon's a pretty safe switch. At this point, he's going to Healing Wish, though, and he's going to Healing Wish his Lopunny back, and this is where he just completely overestimates Lopunny. Yeah, it does a lot of damage, but it's not going to, like, even come close. You thought it was going to OHKO a Sylveon with return? No. So it's just, like, it's a good Mon, but it's not a miracle worker. I think that's what I said in call. At this point, it's Ferrothorn's going to come in, and once again, look at Ferrothorn chilling with the double Leech Seed. It's now back up at 100%. I brought in Salamence because I wanted the Wish recovery onto my Salamence. At this point, I'm going to go with the Rotom because I assume I can at least get a burn. Look at his team. Look at his team. He has a freaking Mamoswine and a freaking Ferrothorn. What wants to appreciate a burn? Absolutely nothing. So I'm going to go directly out in the Rotom. At this point, I realize my only way to win is to weaken the Ferrothorn down to the point where I can somehow beat it with Rotom, because Rotom will be able to take on the Mamoswine 100%. So I'm going to go with the Sylveon. Unfortunately, I am going to give him a lot back from Leech Seed on these turns, because I am a Sylveon, and I have a lot of base HP. But Hyper Voice actually does like 20%, which was nice to see, and obviously with Burn, he's getting at least chipped down a little bit. I can go to Mence here. I'm going to Mega, and I'm just going to straight go for the Frustration. I know I need damage off on Pharaoh. Even a 0-attack Salamence is going to do 40% to a Ferrothorn, which I can only assume to be max HP, max defense. For some reason here I got really cheeky. I should have just went for 2 freaking Frustrations. Then I get really cheeky and go for Roost, and here reveals Icicle Spear, which good on you, mate. Regardless, what I should have just done there is taken my damage. Just go for 2 0-attack Frustrations. Because at this point, I'm left with a Rotom. Obviously, it's going to be able to come out on top on the Mamoswine. It's been doing that since Gen 5? Yeah, not Gen 4. But it's been doing that since Gen 5. It might have even been doing that in Gen 4. I didn't really pay attention to my Mamoswine versus Rotom matchups in Gen 4. Regardless, I'm going to burn it first in case you wanted to... I don't know why I burned it, really. I should have just been Hydro Pumping the whole time. But now he goes back out in the Pharaoh. I Hydro, it does a little bit. The thing about this matchup is that if he hits a Seed there between Protect, I have low HP, so I wouldn't be giving him much HP back. He does have Protect to double it, but he's also burned. It would have been a weird struggle, and it probably would have resulted in my Rotom very low, forced to hit a bunch of Hydro Pumps, but none of that even happens because he just misses a Leech Seed, which is great. Every battle I've had on the ORAS OU ladder has been really good. Like, it's come down to a situation like that, where I have to look at their team really late in the game, analyze what the fuck do I actually do here to win. Obviously, that's how you should play every battle, but, specifically in ORAS OU, I found myself doing that a lot more than normal, because it's always coming down to, like, last 2 Mons, and you really need to formulate a win condition on the fly, and, basically every game I've had is a ton of fun, and I've really been enjoying the ladder. Mega Mence is definitely stands out in the crowd. I don't know, it has to be banned. I'm really upset that it's going to be banned, and that's basically why I'm abusing it so much until it gets banned, because it's really fun to use. I don't think there's any way to save it. Even if you bring Aegis Slash back or something ridiculous like that, it still can go mixed with Fire Blast and Hyper Voice, and ugh. I don't know why I'm trying to defend Mega Mence at this point. It's really broken. That's going to be it for today, though. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, a rating would be much appreciated. And I hope to see you all next time. Take it easy, guys. Have a good day. See you later. Peace out.